Next, I want to touch on game clarity. Game clarity is one of those things that all the teams kind of work on in a more evergreen way for any of the content that they make. But we want to bring up this topic right now because it's been over 10 years and we've pushed a lot of champions and skins to the game. The first input into that framework is the silhouette. It's the foundation for all of our champions, and we want to make sure that each and every champion has a distinct silhouette. So for example, take Senna. Senna is one of those champions that her silhouette is kind of defined by her ginormous gun. And so you can kind of understand that that gun is her source of power. And what we can do is kind of stretch all the other elements that kind of surround her abilities, because at the end of the day, the enemy knows that it's all going to be coming from this gun. I'll also give a counterexample. Lee Sin is a pretty tough character to actually make skins for, not because he's a complex character by any means, but actually because he has very few distinguishing factors about him. But his animations are what makes him really Lee Sin. And so when we were creating Dragonmancer Lee Sin, it was actually pretty tough. What ended up happening is, when the skin reached PPE, people were starting to notice that they couldn't really recognize that this was Lee Sin. And that was a little bit hard for them to kind of play with, play against. As we saw that feedback come in, we made adjustments, and Dragonmancer Lee Sin is better for it now, but that's the kind of problem that I'm kind of alluding to when we're describing the importance of working around a silhouette of a champion, but also being cognizant of each of the pieces and how they contribute to the readability of a champion. Next on the list is a new thematic called Space Groove. Space Groove is this kind of wacky, retro-futuristic thematic that we've been really excited to see come to life. It also includes a new champion that will be joining that skin line. And this is the infamous top lane skirmisher that you may have heard of at season start as well. Lastly, we're going to have One For All actually join in with the event. And so for all the One For All lovers who have been asking for this, it's your time to shine. The game mode will be up, and that's it for me.
So this year, you can expect something for Fiddlesticks, Tom Kench, Corki, Camille, Galio, Lulu, Nautilus, Wukong, Nunu, Sejuani, Rumble, Yumi, and Twitch. If your favorite champion isn't on the list, don't worry. There are lots more to come as we plan to ship over 140 skins this year. This also includes some skins for our more popular champions, including Vayne, Caitlyn, and Blitzcrank. We'll still be revisiting some of our most popular thematics this year, like Project and Battle Academia. But we also want to explore new worlds. If psychedelic retrofuturism in space is more your vibe, then good news. Our second major thematic of the year is Space Groove, an eccentric take on a sci-fi universe full of far-out fun and color. The laws of physics and logic don't always apply here, but some of our favorite champions just really dig that, man. We have lots of ideas for new thematics, and we'd love your help in prioritizing which ones you want to see the most. So this week, we're holding a player choice vote between 3 thematics that we've been exploring, codenamed Monster Tamers, Crime City Nightmare, and Debonair 2.0. Monster Tamers is a world where champions harness powerful creatures from across Runeterra to challenge each other in high-stakes matches. In Crime City Nightmare, we focus on the crimescape that is Valorant City, where a street war takes a dark and horrifying turn, as a mysterious figure introduces those desperate for power to an ancient Cthulhu-inspired evil. Finally, we have Debonair 2.0. In a world where powerful elixirs grant extraordinary abilities, 2 rival clubs vie for power. Classy opulence meets modern noir as champions work together to take back what they believe is theirs.